What's up? What's up, Sign YouTube? How are you guys? How was your new moon? Did you set intentions? How was your week? I'm sure it was great. Today is Saturday. It is February 13th, 2021. So this reading is for this weekend. I know I did not do it yesterday. My apologies. So we're doing it a little bit late for the weekend reading, but it's better late than never, right? All right, so what do we need to know this weekend? Valentine's Day. Ooh. All about the love. Love for ourselves. Love for our partners, those around us, our family, our pets. Unconditional love. Okay. So let's see. What do we need to focus on this weekend? Oh my goodness. What kind of shuffling job am I doing right now? Okay, so let's see. Saturday and Sunday, February 13th, February 14th, 2021. Okay, whoa, what is going on here? Okay, so we got one that popped out. Okay, what else do we got here? What else do we need to focus on? I'm gonna pull all these cards and then we'll talk about it, okay? So, all right, what else do we need to focus on this weekend? Those that are watching this video, what do we need to focus on? Oh, I got that one hanging out. And the top is what I'm being told. Ooh, whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is getting a little interesting. Okay, so the first card we have is Page of Pentacles, okay? Page of Pentacles, they could be children, they could be messengers. Pentacles are about money, okay? So this could be a message of money coming in. This is abundance. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's money, material things, but this could be, okay? This could be gifts coming in, okay? Now, when I mean gifts coming in, I mean in the material world, okay? It is Valentine's Day. So there's potential here, you know, for cards and roses and, you know, maybe getting a little check in the mail or something like that. So this is super, super exciting. You know, it's a message of, you know, love and abundance on all different layers and levels, okay, because this is Valentine's Day weekend. So, but for those of you, you know, that are single or whatnot, you never know. This could also represent other things, okay? Just doesn't necessarily mean just because it's Valentine's Day weekend that, you know, those of us that, you know, don't have a significant other, you know, this could also represent, you know, job or money opportunities coming in, messages, you know, emails or responses of saying, hey, you know, maybe there's like a, you know, you hear about a job through somebody else, you know, there's some kind of like offer or message of some sort of something involving the material world coming in for you. Okay. So this is awesome. Okay. So now the center card that we have here is the Lovers in reverse. Now, this is actually great. And this is so bizarre in this deck, how the Lovers is interpreted, okay? Because in this particular tarot deck, it's like he's making a choice. Do I love her? Do I not love her? That is the choice, you know what I'm saying? So this in reverse is actually fantastic, okay? Because this upright, yes, is it about love? It is about love. It is about making a decision. It is about, you know, is this the person that I really want to be with? Okay. And this is, like I said, this is so bizarre, okay? Because this is like this man and like his mother here, and they're both sitting pondering about this like potential bride to be. She's standing there, obviously, in like her wedding dress, and he's like trying him. They're like, it's almost like they're judging her. This is like such bizarre. So we have to sort of take the imagery out of our minds with this card. Because this is the Lover. So this is love relationship, okay? But this is also a card of choices. You know, am I in love? Am I not in love? Okay? And that is how life flows, okay? This is how life goes and flows. It's making decisions about, you know, decisions from the heart. Do we want to be with this person? Do we not want to be with this person? So, and how do I feel about that? Okay? So this in reverse to me says, hey, like we've made a decision, we've made a choice, like we know what we want, we know who we are, we know, about this particular person or this particular relationship, or if we're not in a relationship with them, we know what kind of relationship we want. Okay. So this is great because this could also, because this is a messenger, this could also be messages, like I said, messages of love. You know, it is Valentine's Day, messages of love, like I said, gifts, monetary things, you know, abundance in many different forms, you know, like I said, Pentacles is about material things and bringing things into the existence and awareness. So yeah, I mean, This is just confirming kind of like what we already know for this type of weekend is that, they're, I guess expect, messages of love and messages of abundance, people telling you they love you, and possibly getting roses and cards and who knows, whatever. Okay. All right. So the third card here we have is the Ace of Swords. Now, this is really freaking cool, okay? Because the way that I'd like to say this, is this is all about our thought process. This is a victory. This is like we've gained some sort of momentum or new beginning about over our thoughts and our intellect or the way that we think about things, okay? And so this is saying this is like a new, like something new, a new beginning. Maybe we're gaining new insights, new ideas, new inspirations, new ways of thinking, new, we've sort of, I don't want to say this, like not like reined our thoughts in, but it's almost as if like we've had victory over our thinking patterns and the ways that we think, or this is a new way of thinking. Okay. But this is also celebration. Okay. And any ace is a very new beginning, but swords are all about intellect. Okay. Also, taking action, forward movement. Okay. So it's also about, our communication. And so this could really be also that we have just sort of like mastered or we have realized something new concerning our thought process and in the way that we communicate and the way that we intellectualize. And it's a lot of mental activity going on in the brain here. Okay. So it's almost as if like, oh, I don't really want to do this. I was going to compare it to something recently in my personal life, but I kind of don't think I want to go there. Maybe for another video, a little too fresh. So, to me, this says that we've gained some sort of insight or we have sort of looked at things or have thought about things in a different way, in a different manner. And like we've gained victory, we've gained clarity in some way, shape, or form concerning love and relationships and the choices and the partners that we choose or the partners in which we know or the qualities of things that we know that we want in our life. Okay. And, but this is still, there's like a message coming. There might be a message coming maybe from this person. So maybe if you've been wondering, hey, like, I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. There's, maybe there's somebody you've been dating and, you're not really sure where you stand. And maybe you really feel, or you've been thinking that you want to create this new beginning with this person. And that's where this message comes in. Maybe they feel the same way. Maybe they send you something out of the blue or they come over or something like that. Okay. So, but this is the other thing, and this is great. Okay. So I have another card over here. And so this is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could go either way. It all depends. Okay. We're going to look at the positives in this. Okay. Because really upright, this is all about you are hanging on. You're hanging on for dear life. It's like you're hanging on to every penny or everything you've ever owned and you're not willing to like make room or you're hanging on to the past. Okay. So, and with this in reverse is saying like, listen, you're doing absolutely amazing because you're finally understanding and you're finally allowing yourself to get out of your comfort zone, okay? And you're allowing yourself to lose the grip on the things that you are fearful of losing, okay? Or I always associate this, obviously, because this is Pentacles and Pentacles is money and material things, okay? This is like, I have no money in my savings account, okay? This is just an example. Okay, of having that mindset of lack and saying, okay, I only have so much money. I need to ration it. I can't spend. I can't do this. I can't do that. Okay, I just need to hang on and I need to just hope for the best and I need to, no. It's like everything this guy owns is like in this trunk and he is hanging on for dear life. Well, guess what? Dude, you kind of got to take a risk. You got to take a chance. You got to move forward. It's like, okay, well, guess what? If you want to go to Starbucks and get you a $5 coffee, okay, and you haven't done that in a really long time, and you may not be, your financial status may not be in the best state, okay, but you're still allowing yourself that freedom. I'm not saying go and blow $100 or $200 or $500 or whatever, but it's like saying, you know what, there just comes a time sometimes that you just have to treat yourself, regardless of what your financial status is, because you can't come from that mindset of lack and lack of, and that's what this card represents upright. Okay, is like just hanging on and not willing to let go. Sometimes we need to clear our spaces, and sometimes we have attachments to things. Okay, so I'm an earth sign, so I understand this. Okay, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, we are like, I used to be very materialistic back in the day, and it was like, I understand how it is. We as earth signs, that's just how we are. We like to have nice things, and it's stability for us. And we understand how to like bring things into our reality or into our existence. We're earth. So we bring things into manifestation. Working on that. But this is great. Because it's like, you have to let go of things. Okay. You have to allow things to flow, or let go of new, like old ways of being and old ways of doing. You can't hang on to everything that you've ever owned in your entire life. You can't just, it's almost like hoarder status sometimes with this. It's like, let go of the stuff so you can create new space, new air, new energy to allow new abundance, new ideas, new job opportunities, new people to come into your life. So this is finally saying, yes, you know what? We have finally begun to release our control. Huge word, okay? And I will tell you right now, that is definitely something in my personal life. Releasing control and surrendering, that is a lifelong process of surrender, okay? And releasing control of that which we don't have control over. We can't control other people's thoughts and feelings or reactions. We can't control outcomes. We can't have expectations. We can sort of like think, it's more of thinking positive of like, okay, well, I'm not really sure exactly how this is going to go. I just know that I want it to go in a positive manner, and to be open to the outcome and the way in which it's going to happen and manifest into your life. Okay. So this is great, because this is saying, listen, and this is all about stability. 4 is about stability. Okay. It's, 4 legs on a table, 4 leg, a stool, a chair. It's a house. It's the foundation. Okay. So this is really saying that we're really starting to realize that we're starting to really let go of stuff. We're starting to let those things fall away, of what we have, of what we think that we need to just hang on to and have so much control over. It's like, release that, because when you release that, okay, that's where your new beginnings get to come in. Okay. Your new beginnings, it's new ways of thinking, it's new ways of doing. And this is also victory over communication, over action, over your thought processes, over your mindset. Okay. So for some of you, this has nothing to do with a relationship. Okay. Doesn't for me. Okay. So, this is like, we're opening our eyes and we're opening our mind to new and different ways of viewing and seeing relationships. Okay. And this isn't just love relationships. This is friendships. This could be just communication, with other people. And so we're release control. Okay. And I will definitely say to you that I had a conversation yesterday. It was like, I was very resistant. I'm not even gonna lie. I was very resistant to the conversation. Not that I was resistant to the conversation. I just got a little bit aggravated, because it's like, I understood exactly where, she was coming from, about this particular topic. And it's like, I understand that, when we talk about energy, okay, it was one of those types of conversations about energy and, physical body versus, energy being stuck in your body, and, having something physically manifest from stuck energy. This is very true. This does happen. And so I have been having some issues with my knee, and I've had multiple conversations about this with multiple people, but what those multiple people don't understand is that I have been to a doctor who is not only what is it? A kinesthesiologist, kinesthetics. It's like a muscle testing doctor. So he taps into your soul, and he can literally speak to your soul and find out information of what's going on. And so he has worked on my knee multiple times. And so he has said, listen, you know what? There are times that it is just physical and there isn't an energy attachment, or you have worked on that energy attachment and the stuck energy is gone. And now it's just physical. So, he did say, listen, this is just a physical thing for you. There is no energy attached in this area any longer. Although what the meaning of the right knee or the right side is dealing with the masculine energy, because the left side is feminine, right side is masculine. And then the knee is all about moving forward and letting go. Yeah, I'm always letting go of stuff. I'm sure there's a million things that I need to let go of, but concerning like masculine energy and taking action and, being more still. Yeah, all that does resonate, but it's also, I said, you know what? No, I said, I get it. I understand that it is energy, or there was energy that was stuck in there a long time ago when I first heard it. And that was, taken care of. And I said, I've been to a physician before, and he works with spirit, and, it's not just stuck energy, And so there was like a little bit of like an argument, but it was like, I was like, yeah, I get it. I understand what you're saying. I said, but, I said, thank you. I get it. You don't have to tell me. I know this information. I've been told by multiple people. I've had this conversation with you before. I don't want to get mad. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to argue about it, because I have been to someone that understands, and he's like a master. He has trained with the guru's guru, and he's been doing this for 4 to 5 decades, So it's like, I understand this, but I'm like, at this point, it's just my meniscus and it just needs to be popped back in. And I've actually popped it back in accidentally on my own. So, I said, listen, I've been hiking, and I know that I shouldn't have been hiking, but also it is Mercury retrograde. And I've also been told that a lot of joints and aches and pains have been happening. Old injuries have been coming back because of, the energy, in the world right now. So, it's like, it was a beautiful conversation, because at the end of the day, I ended up giving her this doctor's information because her husband's been having some hip pain. And it was like, it was perfect. And I said, listen, I'm not trying to argue with you. And with all due respect, like, I understand your thought and your theory. And I understand that, because I did have energy stuck in there at one point in time, a very long time ago. And there was energy that shot out of my knee through the bottom of my foot. This is like crazy story, but so I know I'm rambling on about this. So, but it's like, it was understanding in saying, okay, I'm resistant to this conversation right now, because, and sometimes we need to be told more than once. But my whole thing is that, yes, what you're saying is true, but what I'm saying is also right as well. And what you believe is also what I believe, but I also believe something else on top of that, because it is deeper. You can physically harm yourself and attach a trauma to that, okay? And then know that that's where it came from. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's energy stuck there. There could be, there could not be. Now, in her husband's case, he just woke up with this excruciating hip pain, okay? So yeah, in that sense, yes, it's energy, okay? But me, I'm hiking up mountains that are very elevated, and I know that I need to be taking a rest, I felt it pop back out. So with that being said, anyway, it's seeing different perspectives, So it's like, I love that conversation, standing in my power, saying, yes, I take your perspective. I gave my perspective, and I said, you know what? Thank you for reminding me that, yes, that energy does cause physical manifestations, but there are physical traumas that it's our body. Like, and that is, it is physical for my body, and I've had confirmation with that from someone that I've been seeing who understands even on a deeper level than probably you and I do. you know? And so that was, you know, it was beautiful. And I ended up giving the information, and it was like great. And it was like, okay, you know, it was a win-win situation. But it was also saying, you know what, like just let go and understand that, you know, like this communication was great, you know, even though it was like kind of an interesting conversation of opinions and giving different details, you know, but it's still at the end of the day saying, you know what, I love you guys, you're still my friends, even though we may not agree and see things exactly on the same level, but this still came out in abundance. It was a win-win, you know? I was like, yes, I'm being resistant. I was aware of that. Yes, I was able to help them in a very amazing way, and they were completely open to it once I started speaking more in depth about it, you know? So it's like I gave the message of, listen, this could help you. You guys are my friends and I love you, you know? And this was a victory for both of us. And we both released control. And we both surrendered, you know? Because it was like they were resistant in what I was saying. And I was resistant in when they were saying. But I understood what they were saying. And I did take that and say, yes, I know that that's true. But, you know? And so it was this beautiful thing. Okay, so I know I'm sorry that I rambled on about that for a really long time, but I really feel that there's a lesson to be learned in that sort of conversation, you know, and it's not necessarily about the energy and the physical body. I hope that you got something out of that, or that resonated, but it was more of just the conversation and how it was had of belief systems that we have and ideas, and we need to, you know, take other people's perspectives and say, okay, you know what, that's great. Maybe I can't be so rooted in my belief systems, and maybe I need to let go and sort of expand my consciousness, expand my toolbox, expand the knowledge that I have that's going to help me. And then I can take that knowledge and help other people, be the messenger and give abundance. So it was great. I'm like, I can't wait for you. I can't wait for us to run into each other again so I could see, you know, what that doctor could do for him, you know? So it was great, you know? Win-win. Okay. All right. Last card. Let's pull oh yeah, let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to pull from Dana and I's celebration deck. This is almost, it is almost ready for mass production. Okay. Second proof deck. There are still some changes that we are making. So listen, it is a very slow process to create something absolutely perfect. Okay. So I promise you we're getting closer and closer and closer for this Celebration Oracle card deck to be available for purchase. Trust me, I will let you know when. And so let's pull some cards. Let's pull a card for today, and we'll pull a card for tomorrow. So today's Saturday. Saturday, what do we need to focus on Saturday? Ooh. Humor. Don't be so damn serious. Okay? So have a little laugh at yourself, you know, like shit happens, like, you know, like just let it go. Let it go. Let it go and have a good time. You know? So that's beautiful. All right, have a little laugh, watch a funny movie, laugh at yourself, joke around. Well, you know, I know. All right, Sunday. So Valentine's Day, what do we need to focus on for Valentine's Day? Sunday, February 14th, 2021. Sunday, February 14th, 2021. What do we need to focus on? Oh, we've got two. Okay, so this is interesting. So I have one that flipped over and it ended up like this. This is growth. Okay. And we also have forgiveness. So what I would like to say about this, and I know this is weird that I paid attention to how this flew out, okay? Because also this fell over the Lovers card, okay? So let me just tell you, okay? Because, you know, Valentine's Day is not all warm and fuzzy for everyone, okay? So this is literally about you forgiving other people, forgiving past relationships, forgive yourself for those considered bad choices that you made in past relationships. Okay, listen, I know. Okay, I've been there. All right. So this is forgiving you, forgiving those other people, concerning the choices and the decisions that you've made in relationships, and to allow yourself to move forward. We can't be hanging on to this shit no more. We're starting to let it go. Okay. So let's start to forgive ourselves. This is all about a growth journey. Okay. It's almost like we're in the growth process, okay? Like we're not resistant to growth because it didn't come up in reverse. It came up like sideways, okay? Which I don't normally take cards for sideways at all whatsoever. Maybe I should be creating sideways meanings. I have no idea. But this is the thing. It's like we know. It's like we're in that happy medium. We know that there's growth. Maybe we know that there's forgiveness that we need to have for ourselves and for other people. Maybe there's an apology concerning relationships. Relationships doesn't necessarily mean love life. Maybe this is our parents, our kids, our neighbors, our friends, acquaintances, whatever that means, okay? So maybe there's, we're working on some forgiveness here, and some forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for ourselves, okay? And I know that I've heard that for a very long time, and I didn't really understand that. But yeah, it's you digging down into your soul and saying, okay, you know what? I need to let this go for my own sanity. And I can't hang on to this, energy. I have to let that energy go. Okay. So this is all about forgiveness. And this is saying, like, we know that there is some growth. There's some growth that has been made here. We're not resistant to the growth, but we also haven't learned the complete lesson yet. Okay. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. Because this is growth in the middle. Okay. So this is saying concerning, concerning our love, love life, or the love for ourselves. This is saying there's some forgiveness aspect. Maybe focus on some forgiveness. Where do you need to forgive yourself, or where do you need to forgive other people? When you think about Valentine's Day, what does that mean to you? Are you like jaded and like, just screw everyone in the world with them and their little happy families, and, you know what I mean? Is that how you feel? And I know that there's some people out there that do feel that way, and that's very valid, but that's something you need to get through. You don't want to sit in that energy for the rest of your life, do you? I know I sure as hell didn't want to, and so it's, things take time, and so this is saying, like, forgive and let go, forgive and move on. Maybe there's someone that comes to you with a message of forgiveness. Wouldn't that be amazing? Or maybe you need to be the one to give the message of forgiveness and reach out the olive branch, and the abundance is just literally you forgiving yourself and growing further in your process and on your healing journey. Okay. And so, forgiveness is not exactly easy. Okay. So we're not forgiving to just forgive. We're forgiving to release ourselves from that energy and that pain and that suffering and whatever that is. And we need to move on. We need to grow from that. Take the lessons learned and move on, and if you're able to do that in whatever manner, shape, or form that means to you in your life, then there's victory here. You've allowed yourself to forgive yourself and to forgive other people. And you've taken the action to do that. And this is a new beginning. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of releasing yourself. And it's a new way of moving forward, growing. Because that's all this journey is about. And we're releasing that control and we're surrendering. Okay. So I think this is magical. I'm going to leave it at that. We're not going to get any further into this. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you, no matter what, whether you're with someone, you're not with someone. And you know what? Like, just give yourself a moment, this weekend to honor and acknowledge yourself, and the choices that you have made, whether you label them as good or bad or whatever, they have brought you to the journey and the place in which where you are in your life today, right now. And so, whether you would label some certain situations or circumstances good or bad, there is always a reason and a purpose, and you are exactly where you are meant to be in your life right now. And so if there is something that you are down and out about, or if there's something that makes you sad this weekend or tomorrow on Sunday, then this is where, you know, tap into some forgiveness, release yourself of all of this mental stuff, okay? And have that victory and allow yourself to grow and move forward from it, you know? And like I said, if somebody comes in with a message, you know, you might be a little thrown off. You might be like, well, what the hell? You know what I mean? So, you know, try not to react. Allow them the opportunity. You know, that doesn't mean that you have to respond right away. And you know, so maybe you're in a relationship and maybe it's like, okay, you've been sort of, you know, separated, or you've been, you know, broken up for a while or something. And then this person comes in and is, you know, because they're thinking about you on this weekend, on this day, tomorrow, okay, Valentine's Day, okay, or if you're watching this tomorrow, then today, you know, and then so that, you know, maybe they're coming to you with some forgiveness, and whether this is something that you want to accept or whether this is something you want to deny or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get back into this relationship with this person. But this is really saying, like, listen, you know, take what this person has to say, take it in, acknowledge them. That doesn't mean you got to get back together. That doesn't mean this relationship is perfect for you, but allow this new beginning of communication to happen and to flow, and to look at that with, you know, happiness and with a new perspective, and look at it as a growth opportunity, communication and growth opportunity. Okay. And, like I said, there's also potential, you know, of, you know, some sort of message coming in about abundance or money or a job or something like that. And this could be, this could be very, very beneficial, you know, to you if you sort of look and sort of opened your minds, and this could be a really new beginning for you. Okay. And this could be something that you might actually really love. Okay. Because this upward is choices. Okay. So this job that is potentially coming in, if there's a message of money, abundance, and offering of a job or of love. Okay. Like if you decide to take that, you may have to sort of change your perspective and let some things of the past go in order for you guys to communicate more clearly and have a new beginning moving forward. And maybe you guys can laugh about all of this. Maybe this was just like, it's Mercury retrograde. Maybe you got into an argument and somebody took it too seriously or took it the wrong way. Or like, well, you said this and I took it like, well, no, I didn't say that. This shit, miscommunication happens all the time. Okay. So maybe you just need to find the humor in this situation now that you've had time to sort of like look at it, assess it, and let it go. Okay. And, you know, you can forgive yourself, forgive the situation, forgive the other person. And now you're both learning and you're both growing together from this, from it, you know, and that's what life is all about. Okay. But focus on the new beginnings, focus on the new mental state, focus on the victories, and release control. Oh, I look like a vampire. Sorry, I don't know what's going on there. But release. Don't hang on for dear life, you know? And this is great because I think we finally have realized that we need to let go in our lives in order for other things and new people and new ideas and new possibilities to come in. You know, we can't always do things the way that we've always thought that we should, you know, because there are other better ways of doing things, and there's other opportunities, and there's other communication styles, and there's, you know, there's always 100 million different ways of doing something. Okay. So have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend. I love you guys. And thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Let me know how your Valentine's Day goes. Let me know how this correlates to you. And I will see you all on the next video. Okay. All right. Much love and light. Namaste. Bye for now.